Stay young in a distinguished club.
If I ask you to rattle off one word, one of two word, a phrase, a sentence, how can a club become a distinguished club to that extent where people from the district will come and said, you guys did such a great job for growth, for distinguish? What word would it be? Just one word. Anyone? Just one word. How to become a distinguished club? Go ahead. Membership, growth in membership, more members. Consistency. Anyone else? Participate. I love that. You can't think of anything, Josh? How about Byron or Kelly? Wow. Leadership. Kelly, any one or two words? Communication. All those words are built in into each pathway. We're learning communication, especially in, I think, level 2 and level 3. You're going to have to talk about your leadership style and your communication style. You got to take surveys and so on. So in Toastmasters, it's built in. Everything you do in Toastmasters built in for you to learn how to become a distinguished club. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. So I'm going to talk to you on how to become a distinguished club. I think this one has become a distinguished club at least one of the levels. There's like 3 or 4 levels of distinguished. But there's another club that I'm involved, has 2 levels of distinguished. One is for growth, because in 1 month we had about, in 3 weeks actually, 5 new paid members, and 2 months we had about 7, actually 8. So the district is coming tonight, actually, about 5 of them, dignitaries. And we have a dinner, celebration, open house, all kinds. So I'm going to share a little bit of my experiences as somebody who's involved 5 clubs, as also the assistant area director. Nick Eckert is the area director incoming, and I am the incoming assistant director. I was supposed to be the area director, but then it's a long story short. So when Jake put our printout right here, it said, this is what we need to do to become a distinguished, even to S.E.R.V.E, which is the highest award. There's 5 levels of distinguished. I want you to write on your paper. Could you write G-L-O, glow, on your paper? G-L-O. G stands for growth, which Paul said membership, growth in membership. L stands for level completed. Level completed means the pathway completed, the number of levels. And O stands for officers being trained. Those are my wisdom on how to become a distinguished club. And it's all revealed whenever Jake put this up. This is how we can become a distinguished club. This is how many levels and so on. So let's start with growth. To get the highest award, which is S.E.R.V.E, and all of us should see that we should get the highest award, not just one level, distinguished club, not just select distinguished club, and not just and so on, but go to the highest level, which is S.E.R.V.E award. You know, what is that? What is S.E.R.V.E award? He's the founder. He's the founder, Dr. S.E.R.V.E of Toastmasters. That's the highest award. Not too many people, even in a whole district, a division with hundreds of clubs, you got less than a handful of people reaching a S.E.R.V.E award. And I hope that we here in Sunrise, by next year, will know how to become a S.E.R.V.E club, award club, and also at least have some kind of vision that we can be, have the highest award. One of 5 in hundreds and even thousands of clubs. How does it happen? You need 25 members. 25 members at the end of the year. I think we have about 15 to 20 club members. Oh, we have 22. Wow, that's well. Yeah, I remember a year ago it was like 30, but yeah, but we need at least 25 paid members, paid members, and then we need officers trained twice a year. So if there are 7 officers, well, actually, we need at least 4 officers trained every term. That means every half a year, at least 4 of the 7, or 4, whatever. Some clubs only have 4 officers because they have to double up. Some have to be president and sergeant at arms. But 7 is the best, ideal, because that's how many roles there are as far as officers in the executive board. Okay, let's start with growth first. G. How do you get members to grow? Some ideas that I learned. And there are strengths in each club of the 5 I notice. Like this club right here is very good in start on time and end on time. Very good in processes. With this here in the corner, with this, fantastic. And then some clubs. So the word for growth for me is welcoming culture. If you want to grow membership, your club needs to have an atmosphere of welcoming, a culture where you are encouraging members to come, where you have some idea why people would come in. Why is a guest coming in? Generally, when a guest comes in, it's because they want to advance in their career. With a field like me, from the day I joined a year ago, I'm here to become a professional speaker. I think you remember I said that the first day I was here. It's been a whole year now. I'm getting very active. I'm getting ready to get my first gig, first paid gig. So a welcoming culture includes start on time, end on time, having processes that is very efficient, having an agenda that's ready. And if it's not filled, it's filled with by the time when somebody like David today hit the gavel. When that happens, it helps a lot to have a welcoming culture. Because people come in on the outside, that's what they see. Oh, this club is organized. This club has it together. This club has all the roles. And this club has speakers and Toastmasters. You don't want to come into a club where it's 10 minutes late, 15 minutes late. It's not a good impression. They don't come back. You know why I know? I've seen it happen. And somebody who's welcoming, listening to them. I mentioned again, one of the club, even before it started, a year ago, he listened to everything I said and he repeated the next week. And then here now I join again because of him. He even started looking at my website and looking at my YouTube videos and said, oh, really good, really good. And then he said, just recently, he said, Dr. Ben, you know, when you go start speaking outside, I don't mind coming and help you. That's what you call a mentor. That's called welcoming culture. L, levels, levels completed. All of us have goals. It's good to set goals. If you want to be a professional speaker like me, speak every week. If you want to just advance in your club and you're not sure about speaking every week, speak it once a month. But have a scheduled what? Don't go and, oh, I'm not sure. Oh, no, schedule yourself. I'm talking about this group here, and you will have levels completed. Finally, offers serves being trained. Just get trained, that's all. In this way, you will become a distinguished club. Let's rise up as sunrise and become a distinguished club. GLO.